Hi there, if you don't know me, my name's Alyssa. I'm an artist from Perth, Western Australia, and this video that I'm going to show you now, it's mostly about my process of trying to get more into plein air painting. I want to get into the habit of taking out materials wherever I go. I have done a little bit of on location kind of painting and drawing in the past, but I'm definitely not in the habit of it, and I definitely kind of consider myself a bit of a novice. I always get kind of self-conscious, I think, that people are going to see what I'm drawing, and the drawings are always a bit scratchy, and I don't know, I just get a little bit self-conscious. So I'm wanting to do more of that, and so I'm taking you through just a little bit of a process of our beach trip and taking my art materials there. And then I just wanted to talk about some of my drawings that I've been doing. So that was the other thing, that I'm wanting to make the most of my drawings on paper and really sort of frame up the ones that have been really successful and recycle the ones that are not so good. So, and I just wanted to talk about sort of like the paper that I like, and the materials that I've been using, and my way of getting organised. So when I went on our beach trip, I just took this little one. It's, I don't know, A5 I think, and it's a really good size. And this is an Art Gecko sketchbook, and it's brilliant. It's so good. The pages are quite thick and quite numerous, but not overwhelming. Yeah, I really enjoy this one. So I'm going to get into the habit of taking it, putting it in my handbag and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Bye. Today I think was one of the last hot days that we're going to get. It's April, it's sort of April the 7th, right near the April, the eclipse, which Northern Hemisphere people will see, but we won't see it this year. Anyway, it was one of the last hot days, and so we went to the beach, and I've been wanting to do plein air sketching for a long time, but because it was such a hot day, there were a ton of people at the beach, and I thought that I had my Inktense pencils with me, but they were just normal pencils. So I just did, honestly, these did not take me that long because I wasn't all that comfortable in where I was sitting. But I liked this because this was mother and a son playing with the sand nearby, and this lady with her dog. But honestly, there were so many people there, and I think I did one more just in the park before you go down to the beach. So they're just really, really basic, and still trying to catch the feeling of a place, I guess, and feeling like a complete beginner, which is probably really good, because I've never really done much plein air painting, and so yeah, this is has been an experience, and I think that you need to take materials that you're really happy with. So I'm trying not to be too tight with this as well, which is hard. This is just pastel paper. I think I'm going to start off with a bit of pastel. I almost feel like I should do collage or something just to mess up the page, but I'm just going to make some marks because I'm feeling really like tight or something today. You know how like some days you feel a bit precious, so we're just going to scribble a bit. Such a bright blue sky, and I'll probably just go over the whole thing when, I'll probably go over the whole thing with paint anyway, but I'll just get the idea of. I found I had to work really. I don't know, just I feel like I need a strategy, like just to do kind of stick figure people or something, and then it really opens you up to a whole way of looking because you kind of get overwhelmed with all the information. Like there's so much information there, and it's just what to focus on. It's kind of hard. Put some marks down and maybe like respond to them later. you think? I used quite a limited palette, and yeah, I'm happy with that. I feel like I mean, I'm not sort of thinking anything's like a finished progress, but it's a lot of learning gone into that little activity. Okay, recently I went through my drawings and basically put some drawings in recycle to use as collage, and I put it all in sort of like a bucket. I'm trying to get organized, if you can see that. Um, and I just thought I'd show you some of the drawings that I've got. There's a couple of them that I'm thinking I might put in a frame, and just tell you about the paper that I've been using and what I've liked and what I haven't liked. So this one, I'll get rid of all of them. I just did this week. It was just a play around one. It's on cotton paper. So this pad that I got was, I actually quite like it. But yeah, there's not too many pages and the pages come out. So it doesn't have the same feeling as a sketchbook that you've got something at the end. But some of the pages I might end up putting in a frame. Not this one. But it was a nice activity because I used my Jo Sonja acrylic matte paints. They're for sort of, they were designed for doing folk art, and I just love the feeling of them. I love the feel of the chalkiness of them, and they're just great. Anyway, so that's that one. This is one I dug out, which I don't have the heart to get rid of. It was probably done, yeah, a couple of years ago, just in my Stewie dog. So same, I think that was just done with acrylic paint and a little bit of pastel. This paper is pastel paper, so that's just a sketch, really. That was just more of a study, just to capture that feeling and to get the most out of my experience doing plein air. So the same paper, and I used regular acrylics on this one. I think I might have to go back and check. Now this one has been done on the Bristol pad, which is designed for, it's very heavy. It's almost like working on a bit of cardboard, and you can use your Copic markers or whatever sort of markers you want to use on them. So it's very heavy. This was one that I used paint on at the end of a painting to use up old paint. And I don't know what it is about this image, but it's got a really, it's just got a nice quality. I used some, I don't know if you can see, I used some markers on it around the hair and everything, and it's just this simple image, but I think I like the use of the markers and the paint and just some of the brush marks, and it's not overdone. It's got like a dreamlike quality. It reminds me a little bit of, I always strive to get the same feeling that Odilon Redon had in his paintings, and I never get there. But he's one of my favorite artists. But yeah, I don't know. I like the feeling of this one. Show you some more. I think I posted these on Instagram or on Facebook or both. I think I did a video about these ones, so I won't say much about these. This is on the cotton paper. These, all three of these, if you can see, if they're in frame, hopefully. Yeah, all three of these I'll probably put a frame around. I think that it'll really make them stand out. So these are definitely keepers. And this one even, even just for me, I like that. So, okay, can you see that there? Yes. This one is mixed media. Probably even zoom in a bit closer. There we go. Yeah, this is very mixed media. It started off as one thing, and then I just kept working on it, and I kind of quite like that one. It's got a really happy, sort of peaceful vibe about it. Oil pastel, paint. I think that's it. Just oil pastel and paint on that one. It was based on an image from a magazine, which wouldn't come under, like say if I did sell it, the copyright wouldn't matter because I've changed it so much. Like really, I've only kept the basic stance that the girl is sitting. I've changed absolutely everything else. So that's not a problem. I think I used the magazine picture as a launching off pad to this one is this one the same deal. I was doing a lot sort of painting and oil pastels, and yeah, once again I'm really happy with this. Really influenced by iconography, and still am. I just love the simplification of shapes and how there's a meaning, that we're communicating some sort of meaning or story or theology, and it just, for me, it just makes it very, I don't know, captivating and enriching for me to paint in that way. So obviously that's, Mary and Jesus, and I think that I may have based it loosely on an icon. I can't remember because I think this was 2023. Oh, here we go. A meditation on Mary, the mother of Jesus. That was 2023. So, oh, that's old news now. Why am I showing that? That's old news. This one, happy with it. This was inks, and I probably won't show that one. That one goes in the recycle. That was inks, oil pastel, and paint again. Really enjoying that, those mediums. So, and these are just canvas, a canvas pad, and I don't think I've ever used canvas pad before, well, at least not in a very long time. I really like this format. I like how it's soft, and I like how it would be easy to frame up, and they're just lovely to work on. This is black pastel paper. Just not a fan of pastels at the moment, but I used to love them. I've done a few pastel paintings. So this was purely pastel, and on the black pastel drawing pad, and normally I thought I would like black paper, but it just hasn't been my jam lately. In fact, all of these kind of feel like paintings I'd want to just recycle. I'm not really happy with anything that I've done in here. It's weird, which is good because it's good to have failed artworks. As I was saying before, I always say that. Kind of done one with crayon there. That's kind of interesting. Is that crayon? Yeah, it's oil pastel. Anyway, that's okay. Black paper always comes in handy for something. It's just at the moment it's not really what I'm into. So I've always got a few journals on the go. This one is really, it's not even finished, and I'm showing you. I'll just show you some bits of it because I want, there's a couple of things I want to show you. Very thin paper, which is fine. I sort of I do a lot of collage, especially this is like, if I'm feeling unwell and I'm in the lounge or something, and I'll do collage and a bit of watercolor. It's just always good to keep your hand into things. I mean, YouTube video. Okay. But this was based on a photo with a little bit of paint. There's one thing I wanted to show you in here. Got a few things. I tend to do a lot of writing in these as well. YouTube video. More collage. These sort of ones, they're a lot tighter than what I normally do, but you get the idea. I've just been, these are the gouache, not the gouache, the Jo Sonja acrylic, matte acrylics, and I just, yeah, I did a couple of sort of portraity things with these, and I wish you could see or feel them. Like they feel like chalk when they go on, but they don't rub off. And I think what I like about it is the paper is quite thin, and when you paint the whole paper, I don't know, it just has this really nice sort of quality that reminds me of when I was really young and just painting and didn't care about the outcome. So yeah, I'm getting into little faces again. This is a bit of a train wreck, but that was an interesting activity because I got some old water soluble pastels out and I just wanted to see what they would do. And I've decided that art materials have a use by date because honestly, I think they're about 15 years old and they've just been sitting in my drawer. And I've just, well, probably not 15 years old. That's not fair. Probably they're 10 years old. So they've been outside and, you know, they've had kids use them and all sorts. So yeah. Anyway, so there's not much of interest in there. That's just a very scratchy art journal. Anyway, that's all my bits and bobs.